All right. Hello, D&Ders, RPGers, Game Masters, and such. We are going to do an experiment, Mike and I, because that's just how we're rolling today. And I'll tell you how it all started, because somebody wrote an interesting question, okay? And it goes like this. It says, and this was based on our Laughing Dragon episode when Mike was playing single solo flying out there kind of like, I don't know, trying to get killed. Tramfan asked, what is your recommended method for scaling for a single character? I've used Scarlet Hero's solo character rules before. And I'm like, I don't know. First of all, I said a 1 to 7 because Mike was a 7th level ranger. And then Chuck joined and he was 7th level, but they all got slaughtered. So then I started thinking, well, is there a formula? So we didn't know this. So I said, Mike, we should try something and scale it up and then see what happens. And that's one variable that we're going to look at, is at what level can you make it through a first level module. We're going to start with first level. Then Mike's been like, he's got a bee in his bonnet and I'm trying to put it at rest. He keeps talking about 5e, 5e, 5e. And I said, fine, I've DM'd it before. I said, fine. Well, I told him, why don't you run it? That's because then I just sit and play it. And then he read the book for 3 days and told me I don't want to do this. And so I said, let's do an experiment with 5e. So we're going to go side by side through some 5e stuff. And how we're going to do this is going to be hysterical. I have grabbed, because we just finished this. This is fair game. Mike already played every bit of this. So we grabbed Into the Borderlands. We're doing the Caves of Chaos. Cave A, and we're going to run it 5e, and we're going to run it Swords and Wizardry, which is OSR. I mean, you can use your best guess on how to do this, right? So there's no hiding what's going to happen. He's played it. He knows there's a pit up ahead. He knows there's Kobold guards up. In fact, we've already kind of went through here, and just for you could see it, we clocked every room except for we're saying there's a cave-in, so you can't get to the room that has 27, 30, whatever guys in there because he's just going to die anyway. So we said, let's not use that one, all right? So, but we're going to run the rest of them straight through. Now, here's the experiment. At what point does Mike die? And that's really kind of what I want to know. And so then we clock it in. That's where he died. And then the next time we play this, we make him level 2, all right, in both categories. And then we'll see where they die. Level 3, find out where they die. You get the idea. So we're saying, how far can you go at what level? Right. Okay, let's take a look a little bit at the characters for a second. So to make it easy and not confusing, one's called Wally and the other one's called Wallace. So Wally is a 5e character. Mike has filled out the sheet diligently, and he scratched his head. He now has a PhD in 5eology because he filled out the sheet. And at the end, I was trying to explain that you get the proficiency bonus and your strength to hit, but you get only the strength for when you're doing this thing. And he picked this thing out. We did the stat thing in the book. It says you get 27 points. It's the attribute method of doing it. It's on page 13. We said, let's use this method. So, and this is what he came up with. So he set it up. We're ready to go. And then he found out we maxed for hit points. We're just going to max for hit points for this thing just for snicks because that's what we feel like doing. We don't really care. This is our experiment. We do what the hell we want. Anyways, because there's so much a difference in the hit dice that you can roll for one and roll for the other. We just said, just make it max every time. So in this case, he's got 2 on this guy. He's a fighter. Of course, he does get the second wind and all that stuff that can come, right? Per short rest, he can get back this thing. So he's automatically got a healing ability. The other guy's not. It's going to suck. So we'll see how long you last OSR style. So you're taking great weapon fighting, because I'm going to let him have a feat. I mean, if I was to ever play 5e again, I'd never let feats happen, but I told you better take feat. So he's going to take great weapon fighting. That's his fighting style, right?
So and the great weapon master is the feat.
Yeah. Which one? The great weapon master's feat.
Yeah. The
so
fighting style.
You knock someone to 0, you get an extra attack. So he can go absolutely hog wild crazy, cutting up some kobolds. We're going to see how this works for him. He might like the flavor of 5e, and I'll never get him back into OSR ever again. But he can DM it. That's how I see it. I don't have a problem with 5e. You run it. It takes a lot of work. I mean, I'm old. It takes too much brain power. Let's go back and look at the much, how would you say, simpler version of existence, Wallace. from Swords of Wizardry. And of course, this is my version of the character sheet, which is no cards. Same stats, right? We get the bonuses that are in Swords of Wizardry all the way down. And remember, it's only 18 to get the really big ones here. Armor class is comparable. His hit points are 9. So he gets full is 8 plus 1 gives him 9, right? And so then your saving throw, you get 1 saving throw of Swords of Wizardry, and he gets a parrying action, which actually is not, I guess you can use it. Depends, I don't know. I don't think you're ever going to use it, but in case you do, that's good, right? So it's got pretty much the same stuff, same stuff in the mix, okay? And Swords of Wizardry, you still get your dexterity bonus, even if you're wearing chainmail, when the other one you don't in 5e. So I don't know, that's kind of cool, right? At least he's got that, right? He got that going in. And he didn't have a maul, so actually we made it a flail, so we kind of changed it, and you're going to see on the other stat thing, and he's got 10 gold pieces. Everything's pretty much the same. So I have a tracker here, so we can look and see what's going on with the hit points, and what happens makes it easier for play. Now, so Mike hasn't played 5. You have never played 5e, right, Mike? I'm not making claims that you can't back up.
I've never played 5e, and I was really attracted to the magic and that kind of stuff, the spells. But we're just doing fighter because this is simple. This is simple combat. This is not getting too into why they have some spells and not other spells and that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, it's simple. We'll see how it goes, right? But chances are we'll figure it out. We're smart, but it just gets a little more convoluted than we're used to, right? So his saving throw changes depends on what stat he's using. Where in Swords and Wizardry, you get 1 saving throw. I mean, they have the option for using multiple ones, but I only use the one because it's easy, right? So Swords and Wizardry, he gets a 14 for a saving throw. He just has to roll above it, okay? Now, in obviously in 5e, you're going to have a DC check somewhere in here, and it's written in the book. You have to do a DC check of 12, but you could use your dexterity, so you get a +3 on the roll. So it takes a little more DMing, because then you have to kind of tell the guys. I just wrote them all out for Mike on this, so it makes it a little easier, because I'm also showing him how to do 5e, which is a little different, right? So, and then if we ever have to do checks, technically speaking in OSRs, a lot of them don't do any stat checks. I want to do this. The DM just decides. It's kind of DM is Lord kind of thing right here. But if I wanted to make it somewhat comparable, I can say, well, let's see what would happen if I did the classic roll under your stat check for certain things. So I put the stats out there. So if I said, oh my God, you're going to do a strength check, well, roll a 1d20, roll under 16 to see whether you can do it. Instead of doing a DC check, we'll see which one's, I mean, it's just kind of like, this is all just cloud talk and experimental right now. So we don't, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? It's all fun. Right? So, and obviously he has a hit point tracker down here at the bottom. The one thing we are going to do, and it's going to be really confusing. So all the battles theater of the mind. So I know he has X amount of things. So I have a notepad. I'm scratching things out because we're not going to draw out this thing. But the other thing too, is we're also going to try to use the same roles in battle for both scenarios. So it's going to take a lot to keep track of, but it's going to be hysterical if we pull this off. All right. So this is our game plan, and it's really, this is the stupidest thing we've done. Do you feel good about this, Mike?
Well, just go back 1 second. Let me point out one other thing, and other people might have figured this out. Just to point out, when it says a two-handed sword, the 1d20 plus 5, that's my to hit. The parentheses is the damage.
Right. The same thing with the other one too. 1d10 plus 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just so folks understand that.
Okay. Good.
See the difference.
This is going to be horrible.
It's going to be bad. And you want to use Google Roll. Well, we'll see.
Oh yeah, we're using Google, so everyone knows the rolls are above the belt.
Yeah.
We're not fudging stuff here. So Mike, if he screws up and he dies in the first room. That's on him.
That's on me.
So we're using Google Meet to see the rolls. So this will be horribly fun. Okay. So we're going to find out right off the bat how bad this is going to get.
All right.
So I let the characters roll, or I can do the DM roll on this. But so what you're going to start off with, a 6-sided dice. It's actually the same for in the Goodman game. He put it the same way both ways. And we're going to do a 5e first, and then flip to OSR. And so what I want you to do is roll that dice, and if you roll a 1 or a 2, you roll 6-sided dice, a 1 or a 2, you have some friends at the entrance that are going to raise some hell.
Yeah, and okay, so
yeah, you got to scroll.
I'm going at the top. I got you.
Yeah. Great. You're Shortest video ever.
That's it.
There are 8 kobolds that ambushed you. Yes. That's a bloodbath. Let me read what happens. So you can wait. I was like, since the kobolds are hanging in the trees, the character is which is okay. Oh my god.
So I just want to make sure
you have to do a wisdom check. So now this is where you get to learn a little bit the 5e. Okay, so
okay. So maybe I didn't even get into the dungeon.
No, you're going to get killed before you get in, but that's okay. So what you're going to do is I'm going to show you what to do. Okay, so where it says a wisdom check, you get +0. Oh, shoot. Okay, all right. So what I'm going to have you do now is just roll a d20. Okay? Right. So what I want you to do is just roll a d20, and you have to beat a 12. Oh, good. So you see them up ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so your perception is you see them up ahead. Now, the whole thing is if you had rolled a 15, and if you're doing an OSR, you have to roll below your wisdom, you would have failed. Right. You would have walked over and they jumped down on top of your head. So you know they're up ahead of you.
Okay.
You can have a little bit of strategy before you kind of come in there, right? So you got that going on for the clobber you, all right?
All right. So so I'm walking through the woods. Let's see. I'm trailing these kobolds that attacked the wagon that I was guarding, right? They killed a bunch of people, and now I'm following this thing. There's got to be a reason why maybe I'm just walking through the woods skipping. Who knows? All right. And I see these 6 kobolds. There's 6 of them? And they're 8. They're up in a tree.
Yeah.
And about how many feet away from me are they?
Well, according to, let's see. I'm going to say like they're about 30 feet away up in a tree.
Gotcha.
Mike, I lied like hell. I'm taking out my writing instrument so I can draw this thing out. So I think it's a little easier as you kill them. I can mark them off as being death, right? So, and I'm going to do 2 different sides of this battle. I guess you might say this will be fun. Okay, so
I think Wally is going to. He doesn't have any ranged weapons except for his 2 hand axes.
Yeah.
So, he's going to roll. He's just going to throw one of his hand axes at the.
Okay. Well, let's put it this way. I'm going to go ahead and.
And since I'm level 1 for swords and wizardry, I only get 1 attack against them, right? If he was level 2, he'd get 2.
Essentially.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and illustrate this. I got a tree.
Yep. Okay,
and there's like 8 of these guys up here, right? So I'm going to just put numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And this is, I'm going to put him as 5E. All right, we have the same scenario going over here on this side, right? Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And maybe the tree's a little bigger.
Who knows?
I'm just joking, right? Okay, and this is swords and wizardry. And you said you're going to toss. I have to say it's 30 feet away. Obviously, an axe will hit it, right? Yeah. So you're going to toss. Who are you tossing at? Who are you hitting at?
Well, let's just go in order. I'll just I'll toss. Just to mess with you, they're both going to toss at number 3.
They're both tossing number 3. Okay, that's fine. So for you, you're going to be tossing, if I'm not mistaken, at it has an armor class of 12. Okay, and you get a +5 on this throw. You're doing both of them, or one of them?
Well, I can only get 1 attack, right?
Okay, good. All right, yeah, you do, right.
So and again, I just want to be open, honest, and transparent. If it's greater than 20 feet, then isn't that long distance?
Yes.
So I would have disadvantage in 5e.
Yeah, so you got to roll 2d20.
All right. Now, on the other one, it would just be... Okay, so...
I'll read my book.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Oh, you lost an axe. Oh my god! That's
a natural 20.
Yeah,
or a 6.
Yeah,
because
6.
it's disadvantage, it becomes a 6.
Well,
okay. Now for swords and wizardry, do I just roll 1 dice?
He can't hit it with an axe. The axes only go up to 10 feet.
Oh.
So I mean, he's going to throw it. He's going to totally miss anyway. He should throw it in the dirt.
So he wouldn't have thrown it in swords and wizardry.
No, he would not have thrown it at this distance.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to put your axe over here. Oh, whoop. Go back. I'm drawing on the mouse pad, which is kind of stupid, I guess you might say. So I'm going to put your hand axe over here.
Sure.
Okay. There you go. This is gonna suck. I don't know why this is so funny, but it is. So you threw one of your axes away. You're 30 feet from him. I didn't say 20. 20 he could take a shot. Okay. Yeah. But now it's these guys' turn. And I do not think, well, yeah, I think you're screwed. Yeah, they're going to throw javelins at you. Six javelins. So both guys can be shot with 6 javelins. Okay. So they're all going to launch them. Why not? This is kind of where we're going with this, right?
Bring it.
So, Mike, I really feel bad about this because you're a nice guy, but I'll go ahead and do this for you because that's how we're doing this. Ready? Boom. Oh. Only one hit, and that's the swords and wizardry. Right? They're all below your other armor class. Your other armor class is 16, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let me do damage on that. And wait. Let me look and see what the before I speak out loud. Let's see this one. One D4 with the damage. 8 kobolds come out. Okay, so he's not going to get that much damage. So let's go ahead and do the damage for that. It's gonna be. This is where you have to make sure you're not screwing up, right? I mean, because there's a big difference between the two of them. So the damage taken for. They have still 3 hit points with the damage. So 3 hit points of damage on Wallace. Okay. Mm-hmm. I guess that's life in the big city when you're Wallace, right? I don't know.
Wallace is down to 6, huh?
Well, let's go back.
Yep. Okay.
So, yeah. So we're tracking Wallace. He's already down. He's already been hit. He's gonna have problems. All right. Let's go back to my kids. They're up in the tree. They made their attack. So now we're gonna roll for initiative, and it's different based on style of play, right? So for you, it's a D20 roll. Oh God, I didn't want to do that. Let me go back and change that. Can I change that? Because that's horrible.
Yeah, don't you want to roll just 1 for all of them?
Yeah, I just want to roll 1 for them. Ready? 6.
Okay.
So you're gonna go first for them. Okay, so we're gonna keep that standard. So in the sense that we're going to see, what would that be for you? You're gonna go first in both cases.
Okay.
It's just easier this way because that way we're not like apples and oranging it too much. Just want to keep them all oranges, right?
So just want to make sure that I understand what's going on. They threw 6 javelins at me, and one of them hit me on the other one, but with this guy, none of them did. Are they around me? Can I pick them up and throw one back?
They're really small. They're not, because javelins, they're almost like atlatls. So they're right. They're not going to actually be usable.
I can't.
So it's kind of weird because they're like really weird little things. Does that make sense? Yeah.
All right.
That's a great idea. Okay. Yeah. In 5e, probably not, but in OSR, I'd let you throw them all day long.
Yeah, I got you. All right.
Yeah, you would think, but you have like 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, I know. Is there any trees around me?
No.
Oh,
And the reason why the cave is here,
yeah.
right? And put the cave in both space right here, and that's the tree like right next to the cave opening.
And how high
And
up?
this is all clearing right here.
And how high up in the tree are they?
Not high, 8-10 feet.
Okay.
It says actually they give you the distance in the book. They say what the hell do they say? They say it's only, well, they don't tell you. I actually did this wrong. I said 4 of them. Oh, they're going to rappel down. Oh, here you come. Then you're in trouble in this next round. Okay, but yeah. There you go. You're not there yet. But anyways, yeah, 4 are going to be coming down this next round.
Okay. Well, this doesn't. Okay. I guess I just can't set fire to the tree. I can't just burn the tree down. Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
It will take you a turn to start it, turn to do this, turn. Yeah, it was like, what was it? Yeah.
Okay. Well, do I notice any of them start?
But you didn't have a lantern out ahead of time or a torch.
I did not.
And a torch would not work right away. I mean, you've had an oil lantern, you threw it, it busted, the tree would catch on fire. It take a while for it to burn, right?
Yeah, no, I get you. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to charge.
Nice.
And pull out my greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
And are there any of them that I can hit that I can run 30 feet? 30 feet attack. So I'm going to charge, and I'm going to.
Well, this first 4 will be coming down out of the tree.
All right.
So you can run 30 feet's easy because you go twice the distance. It says if you can go 30 feet, you can go 60 feet on a sprint.
Yeah.
So you could go 30 feet and hold action and wait for them to come down.
Yeah.
It's a 5e. So you can do that. Okay. So I'm going to pretend that these guys are coming out of the tree. Okay. Yeah. So you move these guys out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're coming down out of the tree.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got 1. Oh, come on now. Stop. Right. 1, 2, 3, and they got 4 here. Right. Yeah. Nice. And I assume you're going to do the same thing with this guy?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, well, yeah. We're just trying to make this a little comparable, right?
Yeah.
And he's just going to hold his action?
Yeah, until he can swing with his greatsword. He's pulled his greatsword out.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Yep.
All righty.
Do I get to swing at one of them?
Yep, they're coming down out of the tree, and yeah, you get to swing at one of them. So let's do 5e first.
5e first.
So, yeah, well, might as well. That's kind of what we're doing.
You got it.
Right, go left, right? So, yeah, you're going to make a hit. I don't know who you're going to swing at first. You have any idea?
Well, why not lucky number 3 again?
Sure.
So 9 plus 5 is
14 would hit. These guys have an AC of 12.
Okay.
All right. Based on this information right here, it says AC 12.
All right.
They all got 5 hit points. So, yeah, make it happen.
And with my greatsword, I do 2d6 plus 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but it's automatically going to be a 5.
Yeah.
Right. So he's dead.
Oh, I got you.
But didn't you make another strike because you just killed him? You rolled anyway. You're addicted to the dice roller, obviously.
Okay, so this is where you got to help me with that great weapon mastery. My understanding with the great weapon mastery, if I knock someone down to 0,
Yeah.
So if I kill someone or if I get a crit, then I attack again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I will attack again.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's a definite hit.
Okay. Good. He killed another one, I think.
So do I swing again?
Well, that's where we have to look at the dang rules because now I'm confused. I mean, does this go on indefinitely?
You got me. This is why I didn't want to DM it without playing it.
Say, great weapon master. Let's see something. What page was that? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, it was in the.
That's not a feat, is it? No, it's a feat.
Yeah. Great weapon mastery is a feat.
I don't see it. I'm seeing. No, that's a style.
Well, that's the where I've rolled 1 or 2. Great weapon master is on page.
Oh, I got it. 167.
167. I think you can make one.
You can make one melee attack. That's it. You're stuck.
As a bonus action.
All right.
So that's my bonus action is another attack.
Yeah, you're done. One. Okay, yeah.
That
So
makes
you don't get you can't keep getting bonus actions.
not like Swords and Wizardry, where if I was 12 level, I would get 12 hits.
12 hits nonstop. Whack, 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 whack. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, you're here,
Gotcha.
right? And so you killed 2 of these guys. 2 and 3, I take it.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that. That works.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
I can't find out where I'm at. Oh, here we go. Sure. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take my eraser. You killed 2 and 3.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Now, a little time for the little sword in the wizardry.
Okay. He's going to. Well, do you want to go with the same dice that I rolled?
Yeah. So what was the first one? 9?
The first one was a 9. Yeah, and it was. And I would get a plus. I'd have to go back and look at Wallace.
1.
So I would have got a 10.
And that would have been a miss.
Okay.
Because it says armor class is 7, so they have an armor class of 12 here too.
Okay.
It's 19 minus that number. So yeah, he'd have missed.
Okay.
That sucks.
It does suck for Wallace, yes.
Now, you're stuck in an order of initiative where I do it like every round. So we're just going to keep the order of initiative like every round. So,
Yes.
So actually, you held your action, but they're going to go ahead and they're going to attack now.
Right.
Okay. All right. So just kind of letting you know what's happening here.
Well, I'm perfectly aware of what's about to happen here.
just kind of going with it. Now, these guys in the tree, if I remember correctly.
So next time I need to roll up a thief just so I can get in, sneak into the dungeon.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start swinging. So everybody's going to be like chopping things up right now. So, but see, you've reduced your chance of being hit because you just cleared some of the fence. So, yeah, that's kind of where we are. Let's take a look. Okay, so what we have left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these guys are going to strike, right? And then we have to diverge a little bit, right?
Well,
so
you have 2 guys that are coming down. So I guess 2 guys are going to swing on me on the 5e on swing on Wally, and then 4 more javelins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do 4 javelins first. Does that make sense? Okay. They're not getting any bonus on this round, so let's see what happens. These are your javelins.
Oh, I didn't see it.
What, you don't see that?
I see a 6 on your screen.
How can you not see all that? That's 20 and a 15 and a 15 and a 12. Holy crap. They should get +2 to hit. I don't know why they murph these things. It looks like a +2 to hit would put you. They say +4 to hit. I'm sorry, here.
Okay.
You see this? 1d4.
Okay.
One d4 plus 2.
With a dagger? Okay.
Well, it's the same as the I don't like the javelins are supposed to be 1d6.
Okay.
Well, let's do the daggers first. So 1d4 plus 2. If you did this, then you only have one guy that truly hits based on what's written here. Because your data is 20, 15, 15. 15 and 15 are going to miss. Then there's a 12. That's a miss. The only one's going to hit is a 20 as a crit, right?
Okay.
So that's double damage.
Okay.
Is that double maximum damage? I'm not going to do double maximum damage. That's crazy. So we're going to do 1d4 times 2. 2 of these, and they're going to add 2.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to hit that. Boom. 2 plus 2 is 4. You got 4 hit points of damage taken on you.
On Wally?
Yeah.
Okay.
On 5e guy. That's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
I mean, it could have been worse, right?
Yeah.
Of course, that also means 4 hit points of damage has been done on Wallace. And because of his armor class, the data here is that 15 and 15 would also hit.
Yes, because...
Which makes him dead.
Yeah, Wallace is dead.
Wallace has died. So if we share this thing, he was already down to -4, and now 2 more, he's gone. Wallace is dead as hell. He's dead like a doorknob. He doesn't even have to get rolled. That's horrible. Oh, that's so sad. He didn't get. Well, again, you got attacked by a pack of these things, man. They ambushed him.
Right.
I don't know. It could play differently, but I don't think by much. Let's go back. So let's finish. Let me see what he's see what your buddy's doing here, because he just went to an attack, and now it's back to your turn. Right. So you might be able to fence him out.
Okay.
I feel really bad for this guy because he, you know what? So
Well.
Go.
Okay, so Wally has a couple of things going on here. Remember, I could always do that. If I do that second wind,
yeah,
that's a bonus action. Well, I can hold off on that and see what if my attack works. Okay, I'm going to are 1 and 4 on me. They're right next to me.
Yeah, I guess you'd be on the ground now, and they wouldn't be flanking you. Yeah. They're not going to fight fair. Why would they do that? So one will be in the front, one will be trying to stick you from behind. So they'll have advantage on the roll. They're coming from behind.
Well, that's if they live.
And they have pack attack. What?
That's if they live through this. I'm going to.
That's so arrogant. You almost talk like you play 5e all the time. Okay, let's see how this works for you, right?
I'm going to swing on 4, and after I kill 4, I'm going to swing around and cut the head off of number 1.
Okay, all right, let's see it happen. I mean,
all right. Oh, you left the meeting.
All right, can you hear me?
I can.
God, I'm so sorry about that. That's what happens when you're homesick, and this is how I spend time when I'm homesick. I do stupid things that doesn't make any sense. So this is a tab, and I am going back to, what was I at? The grid, I think. Sure. Boom. Okay. I can edit my mistake out eventually, so I'm not worried about that. Okay. That was so stupid, man. I feel like I did a dumb one. Don't close the tab, man. All right. So what were you doing?
So I was being very foolhardy, and I rolled on number 4, and I rolled a 7. 7 plus 5 is 12, so I believe that's a hit.
It is a hit.
So
it's a hit.
2d6 plus 3. Does this guy?
It's going to be a kill. That's a kill.
Well, then I'm going to whip around and take the head off of number 1.
Okay, just roll above a 7.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, that's what I need to do.
Roll.
Whoa. I missed number 1.
What?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, that's a critical fail.
That's a critical failure.
I'm gonna say something horrible happened. I'm gonna say you broke your Great Hand sword.
Like I swung right at it.
I am kidding. I just say like this. Like I usually there's like it's a critical fail with some kind of adverse thing. I'm just gonna say you just completely missed. I'm not gonna say you cut your foot off or something.
I hit the tree and knocked the 4 of them out of the tree. No, I'm just kidding.
But that would be a critical success. Oh, maybe. Well, I don't know.
The sword's broken. No, I'm just kidding.
You totally missed him. He's going to get advantage. I say he's going to get advantage on his next hit on you.
Okay.
Because you left yourself open for a hit. Okay, so we're going to do his hit first. Okay,
sure. And
then the 4 guys up in the tree are going to come next. So let's do his first. He's going to get advantage on this roll. So we'll see how that works. Right, here we go. This is the guy that's right next to you. Was it 4? Did you kill 4 first?
I killed number 4, and then I spun on number 1.
So let's get rid of 4. So he's no longer in the screen. All right, so I don't have to worry about him. This is why I was really thinking, we'll do theater of the mind. You can't do theater of the mind with this stuff. Man, how crazy this is. I mean, this is kind of like you try to keep track of all that crap. All right, so we're going to do, all right, here it comes. Ready?
Yeah.
He's going to get advantage. Boom. 12 plus 4.
Oh, then that would be a hit because
I don't know. The book is saying one thing, but the stats say something else.
His AC is 16. So if you hit a 16, that
with that hit, we're gonna go with that.
If it's a 12 plus 4, it's a 16.
Okay, let's do it. Let's say he's using a dagger, so it's 1d4 plus 2. Okay, here we go. Ready? And you only get one of these, so all right, let's do this. This is the guy on the ground. Boom. 4 hit points with the damage.
I am now at a healthy 2. I have 2 hit points of damage.
How do you have that? I have you at 4.
Oh, maybe I took too much off.
No, I've been tracking this. I think you're at 4.
Okay, well, I trust you.
Okay, all right. Trust me on that one. I think you're at 4.
Okay.
All right. Now you got the guys in the trees.
Yeah.
And you got 4 of these clowns, right? So this
How
is gonna
many
be.
javelins do they have?
I'm sure they got a whole bunch of them, like a little thing. They just keep throwing them at you.
Oh, I got.
Oh my God, it's gonna be great. So there's 4 shots on you, right? And they get ultra advantage because they're overhead. I was getting that. Let's see what happens. 4 javelin tosses with no advantage, just 4 tosses. Right, here we go.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Great. What the hell? That's crazy. So javelins are 1d6. They're only 1d6. 1d6. So that's 6. Oh, this must be double damage.
Oh, he only has 4 hit points left.
So it's 12, 24. And then I got to roll 1d6. See how much damage I take on the last one. All right, let's take another one. 24 plus. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll just take it first. 24 plus 6. 30 hit points with the damage.
He's dead.
That's just a bad roll. I don't think that would ever happen in real life. All right. I tell you what we're gonna do.
He never got into the dungeon.
We didn't get into the dungeon. It's okay. What we're gonna do is I should have rolled 2 there. I should only roll 1, but okay. We'll take the higher one. Doesn't matter. You're gone. Anyways, we're gonna do. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're going to crab sticks. All right. Look. All right. I don't know what to tell you. So first of all, you can't be a first level character walking in. We know this much. So we're gonna set this back up. We're gonna go second level.
Okay.
And that automatically means Swords and Wizardry guy gets 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Every round.
But I also.
And I'll tell you another thing. I'm going to tell you another thing. I think you got to equip these guys with bows.
Yeah. I also. Okay. That's fair enough.
And I'm just saying that the Swords and Wizardry guy, he's going to be able to fire his bow twice per round, but he gets what? He gets 4 shots.
Yeah, that's
a game changer.
That is a game
Even
changer.
if they have cover like a -4 on the shots, he still has he's going to go through a lot of arrows, but let's just see what happens.
Okay, so no, that makes absolute perfect sense. The other thing which we're really sussing out here, this is gameplay. It is group gameplay. This is why you need multiple players or multiple.
Okay, you know what? No, that's not how I see this.
That's not how you see this. All right.
Okay, but if you turn around, if you grab a wizard, you say sleep, they're all gone. And then we're moving in. That's all of a sudden that's too much of a game change. We're just seeing how the battle. It's
I'm
brutal,
with you.
man.
I'm with you.
Okay, so all we have to do is one wizard have one spell sleep. Okay, that's it. And we got these guys take care of. We just walk in, right?
Well, I love wizards.
Watch it. So next round they're going to slip right in. But there's 2 things we're going to modify.
Okay.
Just looking at this. Number 1.
Yeah.
I'm kind of upset about this. Where's my thing? I don't like. Let's do this. I don't like the fact that the book. This is what's in the book.
Mm-hmm.
This is like in the monster manual. Yet the guy altered it here. Changed it here.
Okay.
So I'm going to use this the next time. Right? It changed because he changed too much here. But with this one, they're not getting any of this bonus and stuff. This is straight out of kind of what it is. I mean, Gygax didn't mess with this stuff, so he didn't change it just because trying to nerf the adventure. So, +0 to hit. Why? Why did they get a +0 hit? I don't understand where they got that number. When in 5e it's supposed to be +4. Well, so it doesn't really make sense. So we're going to use what's in the monster boxes for doing this. Does that make sense? Like the giant rat, he gets 2 attacks.
Okay.
Right? So this is kind of like, and he gets advantage if he's stand next to one of his foes and all this other stuff.
Okay.
So,
well, you're assuming.
Well, it says only 1 target, but over here he's saying gets 2 bites. So which one is it? We're not gonna like that kind of drives me. He has an advantage on a wisdom perception. But the thing is, I'm going to just use what's in the boxes. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Because it makes it a little easier. We're trying to figure out the only thing that's different, I guess, are these guys because it's a Kobold chieftain. He would be bigger, but they're making him like 22 hit points. It makes him huge. And these guys, these are the same hit points, but they have a higher armor class because they have chainmail on, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that change. Okay. Let's try it again. So we're going to break off for now. I'm going to save this thing, and then we'll go again, Mike. Hey, I like your experimental. This is fun. What else we're going to? Right.
Yeah, no. So you want me to now modify the tunes and make them 2nd level?
2nd level, their hit points go totally up. Like
max.
You don't have to roll for it. It's just they're maxing their hit points. We're maxing hit points. Okay.
They're max hit points.
Yeah, max hit points. And the second thing is you're also going to
equip them with longbows.
Longbows and let's give them 24 arrows.
Okay.
And arrows are not retrievable.
Makes sense.
Does that sound good? Okay, so we're going to make it. Okay, that's it. They're gone. You shot them, they're gone.
Okay. All right.
All right. Break off. We'll be back. Okay? All right. Bye.
Bye.